Well, good morning, pilgrims. Here we are yet again at the starting point of another incredible pilgrimage. The Camino Portuguese, the central route, starting off in Lisbon. Oh yes, it's been on my list for the longest time. I have already walked to Santiago from Porto, following the coastal route in 2019 and the central in 2023. I'm at the end of the season, you might say. It is October 23rd, 2025. Yesterday I went to the pilgrim's office to get my credencial and also to get my stamps, and the lady told me that I was the second pilgrim that had passed by yesterday, and that they're about to close for the season because there's not that many people doing it. So I guess it's gonna be one of those quiet pilgrimage that I'm really looking forward to. By the way, this vlog series is brought to you by the Pan American College Fund, uniting the Americas one student at a time. Thank you guys for supporting me and for sponsoring this series. And let's see, what is the weather forecast for today? Let's see what the gods have in store for us today.
It is currently mostly cloudy and 21 degrees Celsius, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Today's forecast is mostly cloudy with a high of 24 degrees Celsius, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and a low of 19 degrees Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit.
That is just the perfect weather forecast, and the sun has just come out, so it's gonna get hot. Yes, it will. We're leaving this major city, Lisbon. We're gonna be following the industrial section for about half of today's stage. That's the reputation for this walk out of this city. We're looking at a 23-kilometer day. This is not as hilly as living in Porto. It's pretty much flat. I say the whole stretch, I think about half of the section between Lisbon and Porto is just a gradual ascent. So it's good to start out easy and slow so I can build my trail legs, because this is not the only Camino I will be doing. After I get to Porto, I'm gonna head over to Spain, to the south, to Almeria, and do the Via or the Camino Mozarabe to Merida, where it joins with the Via de la Plata, which I did last year. So yes, I'm gonna be here in Europe for exactly 45 days. Or is that 45 stages walking? Something like that. So what should we talk about today? Well, as always, I think it's time to talk about the travel days, because a lot of things happened over the last couple of days. Yes, it did. Oh man. Yeah, here we go. Now let me tell you, there are not that many yellow arrows leaving the city, but it's alright. I have my GPS track, so I don't have to worry about I have learned my lessons over the last 8 years. Now, travel day. Of course, I took my direct flight. I usually go to Madrid, but I flew here to Lisbon, and right off the bat my flight got delayed by 2 hours with TAP Airlines, the Portuguese airline. And I made it here like at 8:50 in the morning, so it was actually better. Check-in, unfortunately, at the hostel where I stay is at 3 in the afternoon, but they let me drop off my luggage, so I didn't have to walk around the city looking like this. And man, so many things happened yesterday. As it always does on my first days. You know, over the last few Caminos, I always have some type of gear failure on day one. And this Camino is not an exception, and this one was a major one. As I was getting my shots, got to fly the drone and get some shots of the city, and of course taking out my big Canon R5C camera to get some B-roll. And I noticed that I was having issues when I would switch over to the video mode, the camera has a picture mode. You have to turn it off and then turn the video mode on. On the video mode side, it's not turning on, which is a major setback because that is my main camera, man. So I thought it was a power issue since I got new batteries. Went to a store, like one of these malls that has a major electronic store, and I managed to find the battery. When I got there, I found it online. The rep told me that they did not have that battery. It is one that's hard to get. And I told him, no, look, your website says that it's available. So he went out to the back and he found them. They had just gotten 3. So I bought 2 of them. Super expensive, close to 300 euros. They did not have a charger, so I had to get on an Uber and go to another place that he recommended, where I found the charger. Heavy charger. Got to the hostel where I checked in, tried everything, every possible way, and it does not work. So as of right now, I can only use my camera to take pictures. But I have my phone, of course, so I will use my phone to get all the B-rolls, but it's not the same, man. No, it's not. I do have a bunch of camera. Right now I'm recording on the DJI Pocket 3. I have the Insta360, I have the drone, and I have my phone. Let me see. Let me check so I don't get lost, because you know how it is. It usually happens when I'm talking to you guys. See? Yeah, I was gonna go the wrong way. So let me head back. Just had breakfast this morning at the hostel. It was included, so it was good. I had some boiled eggs, I had coffee, I had a sandwich, and I had some OJ. So I'm good to go. There should be plenty of support since today we're gonna be mostly walking out of this large city, and then we're gonna follow the coast. Really looking forward to that. So I've been walking and thinking and walking. That's all we get to do out here. We have already covered about 7 kilometers. It's almost 10 in the morning, and I do not know how this did not occur to me. I'm coming back here to Lisbon on my way back home. So I just should have left my camera at the hostel. You know, maybe buy one of those small luggages and talk to them and book the accommodations for December 8th. But that's long gone now. Unless I take the train back to Lisbon when I get to today's destination and trying to solve it and then come back here. Another option that I could do, which would be kind of crazy, but it's growing on me, is to get the camera with the batteries and all that, because right now I'm carrying a lot of weight. I weighted my backpack at the airport when I was checking in. I weighted everything, and I'm at 12.5 kilos, which is almost 30 pounds. And then on top of that, the 2 batteries that I bought and the charger, yeah, this weighs a lot. So what I'm thinking of doing, this is crazy, I may do it, I may not, but I could get all that and somehow or somewhere stash it on today's stage in a place that nobody will see it, maybe at the beach, covered with sand, and then train, and then come back here December 8th, take an Uber to the place, dig it out, and take it home. I mean, the camera is pretty much busted. So all that I'm really saving are the batteries and the lens. But I do not want to carry that for 45 days and not use it. Yeah, that is a waste of time, energy, and yeah, let's see. This will be sort of like doing the geocaching that I did on the Camino Frances early this year. What do you guys think? There are many places here where I could do it. I mean, there is trash everywhere. Yeah, this would be a story that I would tell in vlogs to come. Oh man, that actually would be a pretty cool place to do it. All right, guys, it is done. I stashed the camera right there in the bush, right here in the city. I didn't even go outside. Sometimes the best place to hide something is in plain sight. I saw this supermarket as I was walking, and I'm like, let me stop by and get some refreshments. A supermarket with a funny name, by the way. So I went in and I got a bunch of things. I got a café con leche, of course, sparkling water. I got my first, what's it called, torta de nata. And I also got a Coca-Cola. I was sitting there and I started rearranging my camera. I used one of my side pouches, took the camera apart, put it inside, cover the sensor gate, because it has a cover, with a cloth. I put all the batteries in one compartment, the reader, put that pouch inside a bag, and the bag inside the day pack, and then the day pack I put it inside the IKEA bag, and I stashed it in there, cover it with a paper bag that was there, and then I cover that with leaves. This should be a safe spot. I don't know. I saved the location on my phone. I'm very close to the train station, which is where I'm gonna be left off or dropped off when I take the bus from Meride to here. So I'll just walk to this place, pick up the camera if it's still here, and then go to the city. Man, I was not expecting this to happen on today's stage. No, sir. There's always something new. There's always a curveball, but I'm always I'm open to it. I'm prepared because it happens on every Camino, so it didn't catch me off guard. My backpack weighs much less right now. I couldn't tell you how much, but I say between 5 and 10 pounds less. So now I should be around 20 pounds, which would be just perfect. All right, let's continue. We're not even at the halfway point of the day. It's 11 in the morning. It's cloudy. I gotta tell you, the day has completely turned. Oh man, what a beautiful walk here. I say after the Seaquarium, everything changed. Walking through the beautiful park, now here, look at this incredible bridge. Oh man, things are changing, and they're changing fast, as I like to say. Just had lunch, of course I did. I saw a Burger King and I'm like, let's go for it. Let's be conscious when it comes to the budget. There's gonna be plenty of time to enjoy the great food here from Portugal. So I had a burger with fries and water because I already had a soda earlier today. I haven't even gotten to the first 10 kilometers of the day and it's already noon. I'm going so slow. I mean, I've been busy, you might say. So I think now that I've done all my shores, I can cover more ground. Up ahead, there's the split where the official path used to go inland, which made the day extra long. But now there's an alternative. Might actually be the official path now on a wooden plank like this one, which is gonna be about 9 kilometers or so. There's no support in that stretch, but I don't need it anyways. I got water, I had lunch, I had my snack. Let's just enjoy the rest of the day. Crazy day, man. Beautiful bridge, by the way. I like it. Well, goodbye, Lisboa. Please take care of my camera until I get back. That's all I ask of. This is the split right here. We got a new bridge. The old Camino used to keep going straight. So the point where they both join, if you go straight, the old Camino, 14 kilometers. If you take the new variant, which might be the official Camino, who knows? Let's see if it has yellow arrows. That one is only 9. So 5-kilometer difference. That's a lot. That's an extra hour. That's the difference between, I don't know, a 28-kilometer day and a 32. We'll take all the help we can get. I think I just saw my first pilgrim. She's right there crossing the bridge. Maybe she's the one that I was told yesterday at the pilgrim's office. We'll see. Let's get that camel started. All right, let's enjoy the rest of the day. It's super cloudy, but I don't think it's gonna rain. No, sir. And can you tell that I'm happy, man? I always love first days, even though they're never smooth. There's always a bunch of things that I have to sort out. It's part of the experience. All right, let's continue. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We have already gotten to the point where the old and new Camino path join once again, meaning that I already walked those 9 kilometers. I made a mistake. I told you guys that today was going to be a 23-kilometer day. I don't know why I say that, because it's actually 28. So yes, I have walked 23 kilometers so far. It is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, meaning I still have about 5 kilometers to go. Yeah, that's how it is. I'll probably get there around 4:30. I had to do laundry, of course. I'll be doing laundry by hand every single day because I only have 2 sets of clothes, 2 sets of hiking clothes, plus an extra one, just shorts and a t-shirt, just to hang out at the albergue in the afternoon. So I'll be doing laundry with a scrubber system and using the detergent sheets. The same thing that I've been doing this year on the Via Francesca, the Via Francigena in Italy, and the Camino Frances. No, the Camino Frances I did the laundry because I had the luggage transfer service, which I'm not using on this one. On this one I'm going full out, carrying everything and doing laundry by hand. I'll also do it in a machine if I see it every now and then, you know, just so the clothes are extra clean. still walking on this wooden plankway, which is incredible. Better than being out there in the suburbs. Although sometimes you get to walk next to the industrial park. This is more like a swampy area. You know, although you see me with the umbrella, it is sunny right now and warming up. The skies are clearing up. We had a couple of moments there with a little bit of a drizzle, but just barely. And not too bad. Not too bad at all. The other pilgrim, I kept seeing her in the distance, but I think she's faster than me, of course. I'm taking my sweet time, getting shots after shots, as I always do. All right, I guess I'll see you guys at the Albergue, if it's gonna stay like this. Never a dull moment. No, sir, not on the Camino. I was just there walking, minding my own business, as I usually do. I see this local come up to me and approach me, speaking Portuguese, telling me not to keep going straight past the airport because that section is new and I think there's like a dead end. So he told me to make a left turn just after crossing this small bridge and follow the airport on the other side, which is what I'm doing. And let's see what happens. Let's see if I manage to reconnect with the Camino farther down the line, or if there's a twist coming my way. All right, everything worked out as it usually does. I managed to reconnect with the Camino right next to the train tracks. But the best part about it is that I just came across my first stone marker. There it is, pointing to both Fatima and Santiago. There's a train station up ahead, by the way. So if you wanna take it and go back to Lisboa, you have the option. So you don't have to continue walking and you can stay in Lisbon 2 nights. And today would have been a slack pack day where you only carry like a day pack, the essentials. And then tomorrow you take the train back here to the train station and continue on walking. I almost did it. The only reason why I didn't do that is because I had already made my reservation and I did not want to cancel it. Actually, it would have come in handy if I would have done it because a lot of my problems would have been solvable. I would have stayed at the same place twice. I would have left my camera there. Oh man, looking back now, I wish I would have done that, but the only way out is forward. Okay, we have to cross over to the other side of the train tracks and enter the city, the suburbs again. And we still got a few kilometers to get to the Albergue. Let's see how many. I'm been using Samsung Health to track all my walks. Then I export the GPS tracks to Relief, and that's where I do the animation that you see at the end of the videos. So I have been walking for 6 hours, 26 kilometers. So that means I have 2 kilometers to go? I don't think so. I think it's a little bit more than that. Here comes a train. See? Oh man, I should have done that. Live and learn, right? I make the mistakes so that you guys don't have to. Oh, look at this, Fatima, 120 kilometers. Look at this, the Camino literally takes you through the station. So if you need an excuse to do it, this will be it. But I'm gonna continue on, of course. Which way? Which way? It is 5:25 in the afternoon. Made it to town, made it to the albergue, and the last 2 kilometers were brutal. Not just on asphalt, but on a busy road with the afternoon rush hour and just trucks flying by very close. So yeah, I want to spare you the visual, but it was intense. Then made it here to this albergue in in a working class neighborhood. The place has everything that you may want or need. We got a shower, of course. I can do laundry here, but the best part about it is here. Oh, there's the pilgrim right there. I guess I got ahead of her. And we got beds. This is just luxury. You know what? I'm just gonna take a shower right now because today I definitely need it. So after I talked to you guys, quite a few interesting things happened at the albergue. For one, it's three of us. Yes, there's two Italians and me. So it was pretty cool just to relax after that long day. I got my massage ball and I gave myself a foot massage. I took my shower, of course, did laundry, and I'm using my little fan to dry my clothes. Yes, that is a proven workflow that I developed this year, and I'm not gonna give it up. The guy running the Ostello or the albergue showed up at 7 just for us to get our stamps and signing in and paying only 20 euros for this place. And then he recommended a restaurant nearby, a burger joint of all places, and that's where I went, and I just had a massive burger. The place has this whole American style vibe, so I had an effing bacon burger, I'm not gonna say the word, with a beer and fries. I don't have to say it, it was better than Burger King, but that's how it goes. By the way, I'm gonna break down on every single video the daily costs, because I always put it in the video description, but you guys never go there. So let's just do it on the video. I have something else to talk about. So breakfast, I didn't have to pay for it because it was included in the price, but they were charging 5 euros for it. So just for you to get an idea. Then the snack that I had, which was at the supermarket, which was massive, I paid 4.76. Not too bad at all for all the things that I got. The lunch at Burger King was 9.35. Dinner right now was 16. The Ostello was 20. So overall, it came up to be 50.11. I'm trying to stay below 60 euros per day. That is my budget. And I think here in Portugal is doable for sure, especially if I keep eating at fast food restaurants. And that's it. I want to thank the Troll Angel of the Day, which today is going to be a special one, Steven Medina. He's my number one. Troll Angels, he's always donated, so thank you so much, Steven. And tomorrow we have a short day. It's going to be shorter than today. It's actually going to be 23 kilometers. And the Italian guy is staying at the same albergue as I am. So it's going to be a pilgrim reunion once I get there. Did I cover all the grounds? I think I did. Guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bright and early. Great first day, right? I think so.